Hello, Jolly Dollies. Hope you're well. I'm Navi, an adult dog collector. Welcome to my channel, Bromby Roots. So today we are bringing back Mystery Monday. Yes, it's Mystery Monday, and I've got a box that I've been trying to unbox for you. I'm so excited. I've been wanting this doll for so long. So without further ado, let me get out of the box so we can do a review on her. Now, when you think of old glamour Hollywood and the color violet, let me know down in the comments, tag the timeline, when you think of the word of the color violet and jewels, like exquisite jewels, and one of the most beautiful women in the world, who do you think? Who comes to mind? If you are of my time, I was born in the 80s, one of the most beautiful actresses to ever grace the silver screen. Let me know down in the comments, tag it, and let me know. Okay? Without further ado, I'll present to you. I'm going to give you a little clue. So we've got a lavender stand. It is my great honor to welcome the one and only Miss Elizabeth Taylor to my collection. I've been dying to get my hands on an Elizabeth Taylor Barbie for the longest time, and she's finally here. And I'm a sucker, and I've said this before on my channel, I am a sucker for a doll with violet eyes. Obviously, Miss Elizabeth Taylor was known for her beauty, her acting chops, and her exquisite jewel collection, but she was also known to have violet eyes. And we can clearly see them here, that she has violet eyes. Now, there's a lot of debate. Did she not? I don't care. In my opinion, she had violet eyes, and I'm sticking to it. And I also think that she was one of the most beautiful women to ever grace the silver screen. She had such a unique beauty about her that you could not be mesmerized by her. So Miss Elizabeth Taylor, known for her violet eyes, was also known for her dark hair, which then complemented her eyes, her beautiful thick eyebrows, and of course she always used to accentuate her eyes with either purple eyeshadow, blue eyeshadow, and she was also born with a mutation where she actually didn't have just one row of eyelashes, she had two. Talk about getting the double whammy, you know. But here she is. Her hair is styled. It's short. It's a short do. And I'm not going to do anything to her because I do not want to spoil I might just gently give her a clean with a wipe, but I do not want to tamper with this doll too much. And I will see if I can wash her gown. So here she is. She has the short brown with the curls at the front, her beautiful eyebrows, her beautiful violet eyes, with her actual row of eyelashes. So she didn't even need mascara. You know, she was already blessed with thick long lashes. She then wears pink shimmery lipstick. She has two little studs on her ears, and then of course she wears an actual necklace with a gem, novel gem, and then she wears the lavender dress. Now, don't quote me. I will put a little message on here from where this dress is from. I'm a fan of Elizabeth Taylor, but I haven't seen everything that she's been in. You know, I would be a liar if I said I've seen all her films. But she then comes with, so it's a nice flowy chiffon dress. It's got pretty much like a revealing bust, you know. So it's got a V neckline. The dress is finished all around. It's a sleeveless dress, and it has two. It's got two layers. Yes, it has two layers of. I forgot this. I think it's like an organza type of material. It has stitching all the way around. So it's been sewn piece by piece. She then has a belt. It snaps in the back. So it's got two snaps. And this is actually a hook and eye piece. I'm not going to temper too much with it. She then has two. It's like a lavender. I think this is chiffon, if I'm not mistaken, with a ruffle. It's got a ruffle on the right hand side, with two different types, with two different colors. So it's got a violet and a purple. So it's a darker type of violet, and then it's frilly towards the end. I'm not the best at describing fashion pieces. I forgot that she has a ring as well. I'm just so excited that I've got her. It's very flowy. It's a very flowy dress, which you would expect of the era of Miss Elizabeth Taylor. It's just me that misses when people used to be so glamorous, when that it wasn't just at award shows, and people dressed for the occasions, and people had like that glamour and the glitz, and people were always dressed to the nines, even if they were just going to the grocery store. Am I just the only one that misses that? I miss when people used to care about how they presented themselves. So this is the dress. It's finished all the way around. And she then has purple heels, like the old fashioned stilettos that Barbie used to give us. Obviously, this doll was from, I need to find out when she was made. And then she just slides onto her. Of course, something fell. Hooray! Without taking too much of her dignity. It was very sad when she passed, because she was one of the last Hollywood women of her era, and she'd done so much for charities. She was an extremely. Her beauty radiated from the outside, from the inside. She cared how people. She wanted the best for people, and she gave so much to charities, and she raised awareness for causes. AIDS, she was an advocate for LGBTQ plus rights, and she had her ups, she had her downs, she had the struggles like all of us, but all in all, we cannot forget how an amazing woman she was in the end. And one of the biggest jewelry collections that she had, of course, when you that beautiful and when you are that mesmerizing, people just couldn't get over it, So she was gifted so many jewels over the years that she had an entire collection that then got sold at auctions and at Christie's and all that stuff. She then released, I believe she released her own perfume called Violet Eyes, and autobiographies and all that stuff. But I do miss the era of women would just beautiful without even trying, if that makes sense. Of course, they had little help here and there. And yes, she does come with a certificate of authenticity. She's a special edition Elizabeth Taylor doll, and this certifies that your beautiful Elizabeth Taylor doll is authorized by Elizabeth Taylor, so she gave permission for the doll to be made in her appearance, because not all, and I think that that's something that we got with the Kylie doll. I don't think that everyone is keen on having dolls that resemble them. Um, and that's probably why we didn't get a Ryan Gosling doll to begin with. I think that Ryan was slightly concerned of how it was going to be seen after being Ken in the movie. Don't I'm just speculating here. So the doll is inspired by the renowned actress' celebrated beauty, sophistication, and dedicated charity work. Designer and artists at Mattel have created your doll for White Diamonds Elizabeth Taylor. We've got Elizabeth Taylor's signature on the certificate, and then it says Timeless Treasures from Mattel. And then she was released in 2000, so she is 26 years old. Well, the doll. um, and it says 2000 Timeless Treasures, a collectible specialty doll division of Mattel. It's very difficult to read it. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. And she was printed in Hong Kong, I think. But that's a certificate, which I'm going to keep. And she came with, what does she come with? I'm going to leave it at that. I am just so glad that I'm able to have the one and only Elizabeth Taylor in my collection, because I've been wanting one of her for so long, because I think that she's exquisite, and here she is. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't go into too much detail about its easy to find online. You know, if you're curious about that era, or if you want to know more about Miss Elizabeth Taylor, there is loads of information out there. So I'm not going to bore you with it. I just wanted to concentrate on the doll. And here she is, Miss Elizabeth Taylor, the one and only violet-eyed beauty that draped in beautiful, exquisite jewelry. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was worth it. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to stay jolly, dollies. Bye now.